Is Jungkook the real center of the rumored Dua Lipa collaboration? And did fans see it coming before anyone else did? Why did one name explode across timelines faster than the others the moment a single rumor appeared? Why, out of 7 global superstars, did Jungkook instantly dominate conversations, keywords, and trending charts worldwide? And why are fans convinced that this isn't just another collaboration rumor, but a carefully signaled move pointing straight at the golden Maknae? On January 5th, 2026, the global music conversation shifted in a matter of minutes. A short post from ex-account at Poptings, just one sentence, one image, no confirmation, was enough to ignite a wildfire. Dua Lipa is rumored to be featured on BTS' upcoming album. No release date. No statement from HYB. No comment from Dua Lipa herself. And yet, within moments, one name eclipsed the rest. Jungkook, not BTS as a whole. Not RM as the creative leader. Not Jimin with his fashion dominance. Not V with his artistic mystique. Jungkook, alone, shot to the top of trending searches. Why did fans immediately zero in on him? Was it instinct, experience, or something deeper that casual observers might have missed? This is not just a story about a rumor. This is a story about perception, global pop strategy, vocal identity, and why ARMY believes that if Dua Lipa is involved, the center of gravity will inevitably pull toward Jungkook. And the most important question remains unanswered. Was this reaction spontaneous, or was it exactly what the industry expected? The image shared by @Poptings showed all 7 BTS members standing together against a dark green backdrop, styled in a blend of elegance and restraint. On the surface, nothing singled out Jungkook visually. Yet socially, algorithmically, emotionally, he was suddenly everywhere. His name climbed trends in multiple regions. Fan theories multiplied by the hour. Edits, imagined track snippets, vocal layering fantasies, and speculative headlines flooded timelines. Why Jungkook? Why now? To understand this moment, one must understand how Jungkook has been positioned in the global pop consciousness long before this rumor surfaced. Known as BTS's main vocalist, Jungkook has consistently been described by industry insiders as radio-ready, globally adaptable, and genre-fluid. His voice does not merely fit K-pop. It slides seamlessly into Western pop structures, English-language hooks, and chart-oriented melodies without losing emotional depth. Dua Lipa, on the other hand, represents a very specific pop identity. Her sound is sleek, controlled, rhythm-driven, and meticulously engineered for global radio dominance. Fans immediately noticed what executives and producers would notice: vocal compatibility. The tonal contrast between Dua Lipa's cool, grounded delivery and Jungkook's warm, flexible range is not just complementary, it's commercially powerful. Is it coincidence that Jungkook's solo era proved he could dominate Western charts on his own? Is it coincidence that his English tracks resonated deeply with non-K-pop audiences? Or did fans recognize a pattern repeating itself? Within hours, ARMY narratives began to shift. This wasn't about BTS featuring Dua Lipa. It became Dua Lipa featuring on a Jungkook-centered track within a BTS album. The distinction matters. To fans, it suggests intention rather than coincidence. It suggests that the collaboration, if real, is not evenly distributed but strategically focused. Some fans went further, asking questions that sounded almost conspiratorial, yet strangely logical. Why would Dua Lipa, who once stated that she wasn't particularly interested in collaborating with K-pop artists beyond Blackpink, suddenly be linked to BTS at this specific moment? Why now, during BTS's highly anticipated full group return after military hiatus? Why at a time when Jungkook's global brand power is arguably at its peak? Speculation turned emotional. Emotional turned analytical. Analytical turned almost prophetic. The timing of the rumor is crucial. BTS is approaching a comeback era that many believe will redefine their legacy. After years of solo projects, military service, and fragmented schedules, the group's return is not just another album cycle. It is a statement. And statements require focal points. Historically, BTS albums have balanced individuality with unity. Yet in collaborations with Western artists, there has often been a clear vocal anchor. Fans recall moments when Jungkook naturally assumed that role, not through favoritism, but through sonic necessity. His voice carries choruses. His tone bridges languages. His delivery translates emotion without explanation. This is why fans didn't ask, "Is Jungkook involved?" They asked, "How central is Jungkook going to be?" Social media reactions captured this sentiment vividly. While some users shouted excitement with phrases like, "AOEY is coming," others expressed skepticism, mocking the rumor's lack of sourcing. Yet, even among skeptics, Jungkook's name kept surfacing. Critics questioned the rumor's authenticity, but they didn't question why Jungkook would be the logical center if it were true. That alone is telling. The doubts surrounding the rumor only added fuel to the mystery. No official confirmation came from HYB. No denial came from Dua Lipa's team. Silence became its own form of communication. Fans began reading between the lines, revisiting old interviews, analyzing industry patterns, and connecting dots that might not be visible to outsiders. One frequently referenced detail was Dua Lipa's previous collaboration with Blackpink on Kiss and Makeup in 2018. That track succeeded because it balanced identities while maintaining a clear pop structure. Fans argued that Jungkook could serve a similar function within BTS, a bridge rather than a disruption, but there was also an emotional layer beneath the analysis. Jungkook represents growth. He debuted young, evolved publicly, and matured into an artist capable of carrying global expectations. For many fans, seeing his name trend in connection with a rumored collaboration like this felt symbolic. It felt like recognition. Recognition not just of talent, but of inevitability. As the rumor spread, fan-created narratives began to resemble headlines themselves. Why Jungkook makes more sense than ever. The voice Dua Lipa would choose. Golden Maknae, global strategy. These weren't official articles, but they shaped discourse as effectively as any press release. And the questions kept coming. Would the song be in English? Would Jungkook share a chorus with Dua Lipa? Would this track aim for Billboard dominance? Would it redefine BTS's post-hiatus sound? Every unanswered question intensified engagement. Even those who rejected the rumor outright couldn't escape the centrality of Jungkook in the discussion. The debate wasn't whether Jungkook was capable, it was whether the industry was ready to fully acknowledge what fans already believed. That belief has been building for years. Jungkook's solo releases demonstrated more than popularity. They demonstrated precision. Streaming numbers reflected not just fandom support, but casual listener retention. Radio play showed adaptability. Global chart performance suggested resonance beyond language barriers. When a name like Dua Lipa enters the conversation, fans instinctively match profiles. They compare vocal textures. They imagine harmonies. They anticipate production styles. And again, Jungkook emerges as the most compatible match. This does not diminish BTS as a group. On the contrary, fans argue that highlighting Jungkook strengthens the group's global positioning. A strong focal point draws attention, which then radiates outward to the rest of the members. In this sense, the rumor is not divisive, it is unifying. Yet uncertainty remains. The lack of confirmation leaves room for disappointment. Fans know this. Skeptics remind others not to jump to conclusions. But even caution carries curiosity. Even disbelief fuels conversation, and conversation is power. The mere possibility of this collaboration has already achieved something remarkable. It has dominated discourse without a single official detail. It has reignited anticipation for BTS's comeback. It has placed Jungkook once again at the center of global attention. Not through promotion, but through perception. That accidental? Or is it proof of something more profound? As days pass and timelines refresh, the rumor continues to linger. Each hour without denial feels louder than the last. Each trending spike reinforces the narrative. Each fan theory adds another layer to the mystery. Will this collaboration materialize? Will Jungkook indeed stand at its core? Or will this moment remain a testament to the power of fandom intuition? For now, the only certainty is this. A single rumor was enough to make Jungkook trend worldwide, not as a supporting name, but as the perceived heart of a potential global pop event. And perhaps the most telling question of all, is not whether this collaboration will happen, but why, in the minds of millions, it already feels inevitable. Because sometimes, in the modern music industry, perception arrives long before confirmation, and when perception speaks this loudly, the world listens, and as the hours turned into days, something even more intriguing began to happen. This rumor stopped behaving like a rumor and started acting like a blueprint. Across platforms, fans weren't merely reacting anymore. They were anticipating. They spoke as if the collaboration already existed somewhere behind closed studio doors, as if the song had already been recorded and was simply waiting for the right moment to surface. Why did confidence replace doubt so quickly? Why did uncertainty feel almost irrelevant in the face of collective belief? Because ARMY has seen this pattern before. Every major BTS moment that reshaped the global pop landscape was preceded by the same signals: silence from official sources, sudden leaks or rumors from pop culture accounts, fragmented reactions that somehow aligned into one dominant narrative. And in many of those moments, Jungkook stood at the center, not announced, not pushed forward explicitly, but pulled forward by gravity. This time felt no different. What fascinated observers outside the fandom was not just Jungkook's name trending, but how it trended. The keywords paired with his name were not random. They were calculated, intentional, almost industry-aware. Radio hit, English chorus, global sound, Billboard strategy, lead vocal energy. These were not the words of casual listeners. These were the words of fans who understood how pop music works on a global scale. So the question deepened. Was this fandom imagination or fandom insight? Music analysts quietly acknowledged what fans were already shouting online. Jungkook occupies a rare position in pop culture. He is deeply rooted in a group identity, yet fully capable of standing alone without disrupting that identity. In collaborative settings, this makes him uniquely valuable. He doesn't overshadow, he anchors. He doesn't clash, he blends. And in a rumored collaboration with an artist like Dua Lipa, whose music thrives on balance, restraint, and precision, this quality becomes essential. Dua Lipa's brand is controlled confidence. Jungkook's appeal is emotional accessibility. Together, fans argue. They create contrast without chaos. Cool meets warmth. Precision meets instinct. Western pop meets global hybridity. It really surprising, then, that fans immediately framed this collaboration around him. As discussions evolved, another layer emerged, timing within Jungkook's personal narrative. His journey from the youngest member to a global pop figure has been closely watched, documented, and emotionally invested in by millions. Every milestone feels symbolic. Every new possibility feels like a chapter rather than an event. A collaboration with Dua Lipa at this stage of BTS's return would not be random. It would signal maturity, confidence, and strategic expansion. Fans interpreted the rumor not as a one-off feature, but as a declaration. Jungkook is no longer just adapting to global pop. He is shaping it, and this interpretation didn't come from wishful thinking alone. It came from data, streaming behavior, audience demographics, chart trajectories, fan engagement metrics. Even outside ARMY spaces, Jungkook's name consistently performs as a magnet for attention. That magnetism is precisely why the rumor refused to die. Skeptics continued to push back, reminding everyone that Poptings is not an official source, that past rumors have fizzled out, that Dua Lipa herself has been selective with collaborations. But even these arguments unintentionally reinforced the central point. If the collaboration were false, why did it still make so much sense to so many people? Why did it feel aligned rather than forced? The silence from HYB became louder with each passing day. In the modern entertainment cycle, denial often comes quickly when rumors threaten brand strategy. Yet here there was nothing. No clarification. No shutdown. Just space. Space that fans eagerly filled with analysis, emotion, and expectation. Some began asking sharper questions. Could this be a pre-comeback test of public reaction? A way to gauge which member naturally draws global focus in collaborative speculation? Or was it simply a rumor that accidentally revealed the industry's unspoken assumptions? Whatever the truth, the effect was undeniable. Jungkook's global presence expanded without a single teaser, interview, or performance. His name circulated in Western pop conversations that rarely intersect with K-pop